Creative Cooking in Ani's Kitchen. I'm your creative cook. My name is Ani, and I'm here today to bring you a good old, awesome, tasty, savory, from the island of Puerto Rico, dinner dish. Now, this dish is very thin steaks and lots of onions. So it's called onion steak, or in Spanish, it's known as Bistec Ensebollado. But I'm going to make it my style, a mi estilo. Okay, usually it's pretty simple recipe with very thin steaks and lots of onions, as I mentioned, some tomato sauce, a little bit of currant, seasoned, and some vinegar, and pretty much, you know, your Spanish seasoning and stuff, a little sofrito and adobo, and pretty much that's it. A little bit of garlic. Yeah, that's it. Very simple. But I always have to up it a notch just because I just enjoy getting creative in the kitchen and trying new things. So this is my spin on Bistec Ensebollado, okay, from the island of Puerto Rico. Now this is typically served with some white rice, either over a bed of white rice or the rice on the side, and beans, some tostones, which are fried plantains, the salted, the unripened plantain, not the sweet ones, not the amarillos, and a salad, usually a salad of cucumber and tomatoes and maybe some spinach leaves and or lettuce and avocado. We're just going to have a nice tossed salad, spring mix that I've made. We're going to have it served with white rice and beans, true to form. I've already got my beans made. I usually make a huge pot. I got a recipe online on how to make these beans. Pinto beans or pink beans are my favorite. Make whatever kind of beans you like best. I usually make a big pot, and then I go ahead and package them and put them in the freezer, and I take it out as I need it or as I'm going to use it. So I will be taking one of those packets out and heating it up for the rice and the Bistec Ensebollado dinner tonight. Okay, but right now we're going to focus on this delicious dish from the island of Puerto Rico, but with my spin on it. Okay, now you can make it traditional and don't add, I'll be mentioning what's extra, and you don't have to add what's extra, or you can add your extra, okay, whatever you like. All right, this is creative cooking after all, so do your thing. All right, so here we go. Let me explain to you what I have first. I have my steaks, and let me get a glove so I can handle the meat without contaminating anything else in my kitchen. Okay, let me show you. What you do is you're going to take some nice thin steaks. You can get them thin. I actually buy a big roast. These are 1/4 inch. I buy a big roast and then I slice them. It is in vinegar and adobo, seasoned with adobo, and that's it. Just adobo and vinegar right now, and then it's been sitting there tenderizing and marinating in that vinegar because I did take them out frozen and I rinsed them out. I soaked them and then pulled them apart and then soaked them in there. So they're ready to be cooked now. They have been tendered. And so now what I need to do is pistol these garlic cloves. Now I'm not using all of this. This is one little bag of garlic. And what I'm going to do is use some of this, and the rest I'm going to put in my EVO Owen spices for bruschetta bread that I like to make. Bruschetta, however you pronounce it. So I'm going to go ahead and mash that up. So with this, I've got some red onions, as you can see, sliced. You slice them whatever way you want. I've got some, this is white onion slices. People use yellow, and sometimes, you know, the thickness of the onion is totally on you and your liking, okay? I like mine about that thick, 1/4 of an inch. Some people like it thicker, and you can do it. Usually the white onions I like a little thicker. I love white onions. I prefer them over yellow. They're a bit strong, and I like that. All right, and you're gonna need a packet of colorant, any kind, nor I use Goya Sazon, and this one has culantro y achote. See that? That's the kind I use. So 1 packet of that. You're gonna need 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. You may not use the whole thing. You may only need half. 1 tablespoon of sofrito. Some black pepper. I use black peppercorn grinded. I grind my own. And then I use green tomatillos. Just 1. And then some little cherry tomatoes sliced in half. Okay. And that's it. That's all you're going to need. Of course, you're going to need a little bit of oil because we need to fry these steaks up, and then we'll put in all the rest. We'll marinate it all together with all the other ingredients. We'll bring it together. Okay? And like I said, it's a very simple dish. Get this out the way. The Hupster's tray out the way. Alright. Very, very simple dish. So I'm going to finish mashing this up, the garlic up, and then I'll be back and we'll get started. Alright, here we go. Actually, I'm going to put it on high just to get it going. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. Okay, just enough to coat the bottom. I say about 3 tablespoons should be enough. You don't want too much oil. You won't need too much oil. Let's put it that way. Use whatever oil you like. Okay. Okay. And we're going to start laying out these steaks and searing them on either side. So I'm going to fry these up, and I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done with them, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, last of the Mohicans right here. I'll lower this. Now, all this goodness at this pan is not going to go to waste. Okay? This is where we're going to throw in our onions. Okay. And When I lowered the heat to a 4, it was at a 6. There it goes. It's starting to glaze up a little bit. Starting to let go of their liquid. In the meantime, we're going to take our steak, and in the marinade itself, we're going to drop them right back in. That way they don't dry out, and they maintain the good flavor, because it's all going to cook in it anyway. I'm going to add oil. You can add whatever kind of oil you want. Alright. And we're going to cover it. Go back to our onions. Oh, look how nice. I've picked up all the flavors from the steak. Oh yeah. So to that, we're going to add our sofrito, tablespoon of sofrito. We're going to add our green chili. This is half a can. What I had left over, I figured I'd throw it in there. Okay. Oh my goodness, the smell in here you won't believe. Yep. Okay. Then we're going to add some of this garlic that I mashed up. A teaspoon. Okay. Or as much as you like. If you're a real big garlic lover, go for it. We're going to throw in our tomatoes, green and red. Tomatoes. Okay. Give that a good little stir. Huh? Isn't this starting to look like something? Oh, this is so good, you all. You have no idea. Just the onions and steak alone in the sauce is unbelievable. Okay. I'm going to add in our colorants. You can add in some Spanish paprika. Which I have. Right here. Okay. Sprinkle about a teaspoon in there. And of course, our black pepper. I'd use no salt. Why? Because the adobo, the sazon, has salt already. Okay. This is my black pepper. If you want to put in some basil, you can. I'm going to leave mine alone, and I love basil. But I'm trying to keep it as authentic. As possible. You can add oregano. Cilantro, of course I have cilantro in my sofrito. Parsley, add what you like. Last but not least is the sauce. Let's open that up. But here's what we're going to do first. We're going to put in our steaks. That one just dove in, didn't it? Alright. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. It has been so restful here after yesterday being in the pool and just busy enjoying our home, you know. It was so nice. We sat outside on the deck last night after the day and just talked, and it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to take that sauce. I'm going to mix it in with this marinara we got. Okay. And we're going to mix that up a little. Mix it up well, I should say. You don't have to add this, but this is something that I like to add, and that's cumin. And we Puerto Ricans cook with this. About a teaspoon. If you want to add turmeric, you can also. Taste. Ah. Boy, is that good. Okay. Now, on to the steak. Okay. Go ahead and mix that around. Okay. Alright, we're going to cover this. We're going to lower it to a low. And we're going to cover this and cook it for 20 minutes. Just let it simmer for 20 minutes. So timer on, 20 minutes. And I'll bring you back. I'm going to make the rice. I'm going to get my beans, and I'll come back with the final plate presentation. Well, here you have it, folks. There is Bistec Ensebollado. Look at that deliciousness right there. Ah, so juicy. A nice, rich sauce. That's the Tuscan bread with some of my olive oil and garlic, fresh garlic spread with spices. Okay, on either side. There's the white rice, the beans, and his salad. That is the meal of the day. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I hope you give this recipe a try. It is absolutely delicious. Do not miss out. I'm telling you, folks, this is just awesomeness. Very tasty recipe from the island of Puerto Rico, from my kitchen to yours. Please give me a thumbs up if you've liked this video. Become a subscriber. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and then turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new recipe, and you can have a look and have another delicious dish on your table. Yes. Anyway, as always, God bless you all. Take care of yourselves, please, and one another. Times are getting difficult out there, I know, but if we stick together, we'll make it. All right, so let's support one another. Let's be kind to one another. Let's respect one another. Treat one another as we would want to be treated. Not as we're treated, but as we would want to be treated. That makes all the difference in the world. All right, so until then, listen, I'm going to give you a little tour of the backyard, and let me show you just what my hubster has built in the, how many years have we been here? 5 years since we've been here. He's done this all by himself. So stay tuned. Just a little tour coming up. Until the next one, you all. Bye. Okay, y'all. So there's my kitchen window. And he built that. It used to just be the rail and the steps, and it wasn't that far out either. It was a little bit more narrower. He built it out some. Okay, corrugated the roof. And then he went ahead, and you see that retaining wall. Now let me explain to you. This land, this hill, it came all the way to right there. Hubster cleared out this land, then all by himself. Then he built the retaining wall, okay, put gravel down. All right, this is where we usually set up our tent for Feast of Tabernacles. He built those stairs, cemented in those cement bricks. And let me show you. This retaining wall goes all the way clear to the other side. All right. He built that little garden thing right there with the hedges. That's just to help the water, catch the water, because we have the pool. Let me walk this way so I can show you. Okay. There's this citronella plants. One of them is really taking off. Citronella plants, as I've stated before, they're very funny. They're very like bitter plant, like to the point where they actually they suck up all the nutrients in the soil really quick. That one's come back. We're still waiting on the rest. As you can see, he replanted these. You have to replant them every 6 months with fresh soil because they suck all the nutrients out of the soil quickly. So, and then they die if you don't put fresh soil because they have no more nutrients to suck up. So anyway, there's the pool. Okay. So let's go. There's the deck. He built all this, folks. Corrugated roof. He sure did. All by his lonesome. Yep. But believe me, he had an incentive. He was... he got to buy fancy tools. Okay. So anyway, here we also put a table down when we have Feast of Tabs. So for people who want to eat outside, we put one right here. And then, now mind you, keep in mind, Hubster built all this, designed and built it, all by himself, all that. We used to have a shower stand in the corner over there, but the wind, we had a bad storm, blew it and just snapped it in half. Yeah, but there's the pool. Okay, here's the deck. He's got his lighting. He's got lights all the way around, and we're going to do another row. And we got some vines to put on the top of those poles. He's going to paint them too. And here he built these benches. He built that table, and that's anchored in there, so that ain't going nowhere. You know, he did all this, put the screens up, everything. Corrugated roof, needs spraying. Okay. Well, we just got into spring, so we just started coming out of our caves to enjoy the weather. All right, so that's that, and it's so nice. And in the fall, after swim time weather, we take down the pool, and then we bring the basketball hoop, and it becomes a basketball court. He's got green matting. What is that? That fake lawn thing. He puts on that carpet on top of the gravel. He puts some mats down, and then he puts that carpet down, and everybody comes and plays. Well, the other way around. Everyone comes and plays basketball during the fall and good weather. All right, so now we're going to go back here. He was cleaning the grill, so it's out of place, but it usually goes up against there. And then we travel here. There's my hummingbird feeder. Now, before he built this rail and all this, we only had the pool, you know, and that side over there. We didn't have all this extra. This is an addition, as you can see. I used to have a lot of hummingbirds. I have pictures that used to come and feed, but now not so much. I don't know if it's because he put that there and they can't find it or what, but see, he's forever building, forever adding on, and that's how he keeps busy. And there's our torches, our tiki torches, and there's our bird feeder, which our squirrel so tried to get into and couldn't. It's his fat butt. I got a squirrel looks like a cat. He's that big. He eats well. This is storage area down here. Okay. And this is the pit that he built with his own 2 hands. He dug and he laid down soil and packed down dirt and gravel and just, I don't know what else he did, to be honest. Probably some rebar. I don't know. But he did that, and he cemented all that, glued all that together, as you can see. And there are my pretty flowers that light up at night. There's the torches, the tiki torches. And we're going to get some more lighting out here also. Okay. And This right here, I don't know. There's someone must have had this some kind of a garden or something. But I know that right there is something. Don't know what it is, but I know it's edible. And there are the flowers, the benches. Yep. And then here's the pit. He's got to get a custom built grate for this because they don't sell them rectangular. And that's how he built the pit, so that, you know, it would be narrow enough to fit. And then everybody can sit. So he's going to have to get it built. In the meantime, what he did was, I got me a brand new set of stainless steel sheet pans with the racks in them. He stole one of mine. Didn't even ask. I'm telling you. Ugh. Man. But anyway, so this is our oasis. This is Devani Oasis. And David and Ani's oasis. And this is where we enjoy the fruits of our labor. Pretty much. Alright. We just got the roofing and the siding done by International Builders. Yep. Great company. Very good work. Excellent work. Excellent lead time. Good price. Oh yeah. I highly recommend them. International Builders Inc. I think their number is 502-644. What is it? 6243 or 6342, something like that. But they do excellent work. Like I said, I highly recommend them. And then there's the shed. He's selling that for a bigger one. He's gonna get a bigger one. So he's negotiating now. But this is all built by him. Every last nail, every last drop of cement, everything. He did the ground. He got one of those machines that you stomp the tiles down, the cement blocks down. I mean, he just, he got himself a bunch of toys, I'll tell you what. Yeah, he built that. And you see, when he started building, it was before we bought the house. We were renting. So he didn't want to make anything too permanent, so he did it like that. See those blocks? Where it could be portable, it could be removed. Let me show you the other one, like that. But now, since we purchased the house, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. And of course, there's a generator. He built that box around it. So, but anyway, so I just wanted to show you, this is where we chill out and where we have our feast and enjoy company. Look at that hill. That's a very, very steep hill. Very steep. It doesn't look like it, but I tell you what, you start climbing up it, your knees are to your chin. Oh, to your chest. A little exaggeration. Anyway. Alright, so you all take care.